This basically is Blizzard clowning on themselves.
Yeah, which is like I remember them doing that like before, and thinking, okay, that's fine that it's like it's self-aware, but it kind of feels like it's not someone at Blizzard writing these. It feels like if someone else wrote these, handed to Blizzard, it'd be like, "This is a real sting at you, you bastards."
Yeah, it kind of feels like I don't know, we did it or somebody who thinks roughly what we think. It's a bit funny. So yes, we've got the announcement, everyone, of patch 9.4 Beyond the End of Infinity.
Yep.
Which does sound like the logical end point of where the story's been going.
Also, the having a wee dragon there, bronze dragon, very good, very good.
Dragons, they might be involved. Genuinely. Yeah, so here we go. The final everything beginning forever. Overcoming the challenges of the Shadowlands has opened an infinite number of pathways to an infinite number of worlds like Azeroth, and it's up to you to figure out which exact world has the most rapidly spawning herbs and start deforesting it. Maybe you're into Mythic Plus dungeons. One of these worlds is going to have a dungeon that can be completed a few seconds faster than all other dungeons in the metaverse, and that's where everyone is going to want to be. So we have a new raid. It's called the Basilica of Perdurable Vaingloriousness. Yeah, so man... Fucking BOTPV, yes.
Yeah,
Bopf. Great. Mm-hmm. Yeah, there you go. Producer's note. Great name. Honestly, didn't think we could top the last one. Because who the hell sees Sepulchre of the first ones and thinks of anything?
Yeah.
Because I guess it's what, grave or whatever of the first ones. If you go for the... So, I mean, there is that. But, Sepulchre is not normally a word we use in our day-to-day speech.
No. Definitely not Basilica either.
Yeah, but also we've got a new dungeon, the Recursive Perpetuity. Yep. In the wake of the Jailer's defeat, all the unexplored parts of Torghast have become open for plundering. It's now a mega dungeon with actually infinite floors. Only realm maintenance or a shaky internet connection can stop you from finally reaching the not really final boss in what turned out to be the penultimate room and taking all this sweet loot. So there you go. They're kind of taking the piss out of Torghast.
Very
Once
exciting.
again, taking the piss out of just how absolutely, nothing means anything. So that's all quite fun.
Yeah.
We've got the Tinker Leaker.
I thought this was very funny. Oh my
yes. Developed all races, the Tinker Leaker provides an exciting connection to the history of the definite future of the game itself. Tinker Leakers are a proud support class that can choose between two range specializations, near-term guarantee and distant assurance. Just of course, the fun has been the league season, the fake league season has been... It's been more involved than I think really any fake league season.
Yeah, I think a lot of that's because there's so much coming out of Shadowlands we could be kind of going.
Yeah.
I think is interesting where there's like everyone's just really, really excited to get fuck out of here. Get into something different. I think that's why the league season's been so intense. But I just love they clearly put a lot of thought into actually what this joke actually is, and that's where it gets interesting. We're like, could you maybe put that time into making the Tinker? That's the stupidest thing I could possibly say, but people feel that way, I guess.
We've got our micro professions. If you want to be a water sommelier, microscopy, gastronomy, microbrewing. There you go. That's it. They want to get Corey Stockton back to World of Warcraft and away from the pet battle game. Let's see. Changes. Very good. Uncut Gems. Apparently that's a good movie. I've not seen it though.
Me neither.
I mean, the main thing that we liked is just they're clearly taking the piss out of their own story with these, aren't they?
Definitely.
And that's what we want to see. At least it shows they are self-aware.
Yeah, it's either they're self-aware or the person who wrote this kind of did it on their own merit, was given like a blank check to write whatever they wanted, but other developers are currently seething like crazy, saying go live. That's a possibility.
That'd be so funny.
I would hope not. I'd hope everyone can see this and go, oh yeah, we kind of have been a little bit silly. Whoopsies. No, it's that kind of thing where there's just so many like little kind of small jokes in here. I mean, even people saying like the red panda companion pet now hides from her mother a lot. Although people are like, oh yes, turning red, yes. Look at that, Blizzard watches contemporary movies. Fantastic.
Death Knights spent a meaningful amount of time in the realms of death and found they don't belong there. They're now just called Night.
That's like, that is so good in so many levels. Especially when you get into the Knight Rider stuff. But at the same time, you're like, for me, who's been thinking about Death Knights quite a bit recently, And then obviously Luke in our guild, he's obviously like a big DK player. We were talking about how Death Knights were like completely shafted by this expansion in terms of how much, like the Ebon Blade is like a group of people as a faction didn't get elaborated on very much, even though we're in the Death World. But also the Death World wasn't anything like the Death Knights think or say it is.
Yeah, it was just a place to go.
Yeah,
it
so
was
it is
a holiday destination.
Yeah, for Khadgar at least, yeah.
Do we think there's anything else that's really...
Just the shaman bit, which is very funny.
The shaman bit?
Yeah.
The Elden Ring has discovered a path through the lands between Azeroth and the elemental planes. While the process of moving these realms betwixt will put the shaman into a blemished state, it does provide new perks. Feral Spirit now summons a single spirit jellyfish that does all work for you. Yes.
Yes. For anyone confused, these are all Elden Ring jokes, but they're all they're all very intelligent, on the nose Elden Ring jokes. So it is certainly nice that Blizzard devs are clearly playing that and having the time of their lives with it, or at least following enough to know what's going on.
Did you do this, Patrick? I think they're the one who's the big Elden Ring tweeter.
Yep.
But anyway, look, it's fun, and hey, maybe they know. Come on, they wouldn't call it Beyond the End of Infinity if they didn't know.
They know.
They
100% know.
They totally know.
Yeah. I mean, whether that's the best for them or not, they know.
Well, next we've got the WoW Classic season of intermittent fasting.
Yep.
Great, no food.
Yep.
Fantastic. Only food buffs in the afternoon. Other things, Wowhead has a seasonal makeover. Raider IO has renamed the Sepulchre bosses.
Oh, these are great.
And dungeons. We've got Streets of Pain, Throw Cleaver for the Wind. For the Wind? I'm performing at a very low level today, man.
Yep, good mind yourself. Yep.
50 Shades of Arthas. Yum. Diablo.
Yep.
Big positive.
That's
rebound.
surprisingly on brand for Diablo, like. But the Lost Ark ones were actually unreal.
Oh my god, this is really high effort. What the
Go
fuck?
to the start. Or skipped earlier on. Because the early parts are absolutely deadly. It's real high effort. They might have love they put into this.
Yeah.
Like it almost feels like they probably made it and played around with it based on how some of it looks.
It's kind of funny how well their assets hold up like this.
Yeah. Makes you look at their isometric approach and go, bit grim. There's a couple bits in like the chain slide that had everyone excited is like there in the middle of it. Or
they really went to effort. What the hell?
Yep, absolutely.
Well, I've not seen this, and this looks kind of big.
Yeah.
Man.
Yeah, there's a bit in the Mac, which a lot of players have definitely gotten to.
Of course, the chickens.
It even ends on a really cool note where you just get...
Of course, there's a kart racer.
Oh yeah, that's the event that's...
there is actually a kart racer. And of course.
Like, it feels like they clearly went and made this.
Yeah, you go, Lost Ark.
And then last year, I didn't know about this last year because Lost Ark wasn't in people's minds. But they just went and made it like a fighting game.
What the fuck? That's fairly high effort.
Yeah.
What the hell?
Yep.
Okay, right. Lost Ark, you get points. Yeah, there you go. That's April Fool's. Main thing, Blizzard knows.
Oh,
That's good. That's good.
Yeah.